This is figure 6-59, the angle plate. This is the final product of the angle plate. So to begin, we'll go to a brand new drawing. And first step will be to create our construction lines. So we'll change our layer to construction line. We'll go to our construction line button, or you can type X line. We'll create horizontal first. So we'll click on HOR down there at the bottom. And the first point will be 0, 0. We'll press enter. Next, what we'll do is we'll create all the construction lines to represent our heights. So we go to our offset button, and from here, our first distance will be the total height, which is our BC distance, 6.5. We click the bottom line and we click in the upwards direction. We press enter twice to reactivate the offset command. And our next height will be from D to E, which is 1 inch. We click the bottom line and we click in the upwards direction. Our next measurement will be from F to M. So we hit offset twice. Our F to M measurement is 1.5. That distance comes from this top line in the downward direction. I press enter twice. Next distance we need is from M to N, which is 2.5. We click this line and we click in the downward direction. That should cover all of our heights. Now, let's go back to our construction line command again, and this time we're going to choose vertical, and our starting point is going to be 0, 0 for the origin. We're going to press enter to end the command. Then next we go back to our offset. This time we're going to identify all the widths in our front view. So first width will be from C to F, which is 1 inch. So we click this line and click over to the right. We press enter twice. Our next distance will be from A to B, which is 6. We click the original line and click to the right. Press enter twice. Our next measurement will be from E to J. E to J is 2.5. Okay. Our next measurement will be the width of the hole for G. The hole diameter for G is listed at 0.75. So half of 0.75 is 0.375. So we hit enter twice to activate the offset command. We type in 0.375. We press enter, and this line here, we're going to click to the right of it, and we're going to also click it again and click to the left. We're going to press enter twice. Our next circle is K. K has a diameter of 0.50. So half of that will be 0.25 for the radius. And we're going to click this line in the upwards direction and click the same line again in the downwards direction. We'll do the same thing at this point. We'll click up, and we'll click that same line in the downwards direction. This here should complete all the construction lines for our front view. So our front view will be all in this box here. Our next thing will be to do another offset to prepare our right side view, and the distance will make it 2 inches apart. I'll click on this line. I'll click to the right. I'll press enter twice and prepare my right side view. So for the right side, my first distance will be from A to D. That is 9.75. And we click our new line and we click to the right. So that's how wide my right side view should be. I press enter again, and my next measurement will be from E to H, which is 2. I click this line and I click to the left I want to also click this line and click to the right. Next, I want to do from F to L. So I click enter twice. And F to L is considered to be 1.12. I will click this line over and this line over. Next will be from L to O. That distance is 2. So I'll hit enter twice to reactivate the offset. I hit enter 2. I'm going to click this line and over to the right. I'm going to click again this line and to the left. All right. Next would be to prepare my circles. So I'll press enter twice. The circles K is 0.50 in diameter, so I'm going to do 0.25 and create the left and right sides of the circle. So here, over, this point, over. I go to this line, do the same, and then I go to my next line, over, over. All right. Next would be to do circles for the circle for G, and that diameter again is 0.75. However, when we type in our offset, we press enter twice, it'll be 0.375. And so the line we have by itself, we do it that way, here, and here. Now this time our right side view is somewhat prepared, except we're missing our center line through the middle, which is okay. We'll prepare that last. For our top view, our construction line again will be, we'll click on that button and we'll choose the angle style. Our angle will be 45 degrees. From here, I'm going to choose the corner point of my top view, my front view. And basically, I'm going to go back to my construction line, choose the horizontal option, and everywhere my diagonal line intersect, from my right side view, I'm going to put a horizontal line at that intersection. This is going to help me prepare my top view. Now that I have all my lines, again, it could be overwhelming. If you have to create a limited amount of construction lines and draw that image, or create the construction lines as you draw the image. But I like to do them all. So next will be for me to change to my object line layer and begin tracing. So I'll start with my line command and build my shape. So I start from here, I go to the end. So basically I have the L shape already prepared. From here there's a diagonal line. Next is my circles, which I'll prepare that next. I will change this to hidden. Go back to my line command and draw hidden lines across. So I go from one point to the other. I hit escape to end the line command. And I go back to produce all my hidden lines. Next is to switch it to center. Go to annotate, hit the center line button, and click the green lines, and it should automatically make a red line. I go back, do the same thing, Go back to the icon, click the two lines, and it produces that for me. Now, looking at the right side view, go back to home. I'm going to switch it back to object line. I hit the line command and begin building my shape. The overall shape is pretty much a large rectangle. I'll go back to my line command, draw a line across the bottom. Our next thing will be to prepare our circles. So for these circles, I will go to my center radius option, and I'm going to find my center point, which is here. And I just pretty much go to the next line. I go to center radius again, and I go to my next line. Do the same thing over here. So I prepared my circles. Now next I have to do my hidden lines for the bottom section. So we will switch it to hidden. Go back to my line command, and I find this line here. Press enter to end the command. Go to this to here. Same thing on the opposite side. Alright, so the hidden lines are prepared. Now I can go back to center, go to annotate, hit the center line, and hit the two buttons. So that create that. Now for the actual circles, I can go to center mark and click the circles. Alright, so I press enter to end that command. Next, I'm going to my top view. So I go back to home, I switch it to object line, I hit the line command, and from here, I'm doing the rectangular shape first. I will draw a line down like this. Then next will become my hidden and center lines. So we'll start with hidden first. Go to hidden line. Just like that. I'll go to my next. Here. Next. So that create those. I'll switch it to center line, and we go to annotate. We'll hit the center line button and click on our green lines. So that prepared those. All right. So then after that comes now our circles. So we go back to our home tab. We'll choose object line again. We'll go back to our circle command, and we'll find the intersection to make the circle. And then we go back to center line, go to annotate, hit our center mark, and click the two circles. Lastly is the slope in the middle. So to prepare this one, we will go to our construction line again. So let's change our layer to construction line. We're going to click the button. We're going to choose horizontal. We're going to find the midpoint in the shape, and we're going to click that and press escape. We're going to go to our offset button. The slope is distance P, which is 1.12. So we're going to do half of that, which is 0.56. We're going to click this line in the upwards direction. We're going to click it in the downwards direction. Now that we have that, we can go back to our construction line, choose vertical, and click the intersections where they meet on the diagonal line, the miter line. And I can now go back to my object line and draw it. So from this point, I go down. From this point, I go in a downwards direction. Then in our right side view, I'll trace this line in a downwards direction and this line in a downwards direction. This completes the angle plate.